that let's not go down that route. Let's go down the route of dating and relationships. So you said you're going from polyamory to wanting a monogamous relationship, and looking for that. What about dating right now? Like I think about it. First of all, I fucking hate the dating apps. I love touch. I mean, talk about energy and connection. Like I like meeting people in a genuine, authentic way. And for me, it's really hard to feel that online in these kind of like forced interactions, set up kind of, and then you're not meeting. And also then I think, when would I feel comfortable going and meeting you in person? When would I feel comfortable kissing somebody again? And then at the same time, I'm a fucking animal, and so are you.
Hmm.
It's our nature. We need it, like you said. Need the touch, skin to skin connect. So what are we gonna do? So dive into that a little bit for me, Amelia. Like, have you thought about this stuff?
I think that's going to ultimately come to an act of selfishness. And I'm saying this because this is a confidential space with you. I think there's going to come a point where it's like, am I going to be scared of this virus? Or giving it to someone, which is selfish? Or am I going to go meet this man to explore and activate and release and empower my sexual side? It's like that's ultimately what it comes down to. And that could be 3 weeks from now, that could be 3 months from now. Who knows? I think it's going to be a self asked question of, are you ready? Do you feel safe? Does it feel selfish? You know? Does it like, okay, maybe the positive cases are down to like 6% of what they were. It's still an active virus in the country. Is it still selfish to go and have affection with someone you may not know or someone you do know and really greatly miss, you know? And that's I think for me, I think it's going to be a little bit earlier than later because that's the part of me that is the most selfish is like I love love, I love physical touch. And I can entertain myself, I can do yoga, I can do all the things and it's great, but like I know that there's risk of emotional and like goddess lethargy, you know, if I don't get physical love. After a certain amount of time, I've done this. I've tried to I was celibate for 6 months and never doing that again. It was a great experiment. It doesn't serve me. It doesn't. I get so energized by physical love. So I think it's actually going to be hilarious because all of these sexually stagnant people are going to get released out into the world, into the dating world, into like the physical world again. Everyone's just going to pounce on each other. It's going to be great. It's going to be like all the animals have been dehydrated and then they find a watering hole and all they just stampede towards the watering hole at the same time.
Gosh, there's a part of me that wants that to be true. And there's a part of me that doesn't know. But I hear you. And also, I don't know if it's selfish. I really don't. Like, I get why you're saying that. And I also think sometimes, and especially with all these stories I hear, I wonder what's going to harm us more, the virus itself or the impact of all of this on our mental health, right, and well-being. So is it selfish? I don't know. I don't know. And I think if you're maybe being safe and cautious about it, but here's the thing. We don't know what's safe and cautious because there's so much unknown about this shit. So that makes it really hard. Um, so we'll see. Now, are you already dating someone or would you need to find someone? Because I'm curious, like, what do you think of the dating apps? How would you even go find someone?
Well,
How would people pounce? Because are we even going to be going to bars and shows and all that shit? Like,
probably not for a while. Yeah. I had a lover since I moved to Colorado that I've still been in contact with, but it's easier to not really be in contact because our contact usually was physical love. that was how we communicated with each other. And so now it's like we're not really we don't have the type of connection where we like sit on video chats. We can't do that. So
Uh-huh.
the connection active with him because we don't communicate this way. It's not our love language for each other. So I'm single and I'm free and I'm really open to dating. And this was like the time of my life where I'm like, I'm single and I'm back in the country and I'm stable. I have a home and I can date. And this is my year too, Jamie, to manifest my
Literally all same.
I have to tell you something.
Okay, but this is, you said that you mentioned you said this in confidence. This is an open space, but it is being recorded, so I want to make sure.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You're fine.
Okay, is this part no though?
Yeah, no.
About to say?
Oh no, this is just a cute little thing I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Now it's like, I want to tell you something, like I'm leaning in real close, like.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, you can blast any of this. And you can blast any of this. But when I blew my birthday candle out yesterday, I asked the birthday fairies for a partner. That was like, I want to fall in love. And that was my 27-year goal. And,
yes,
that's a really bad time for me right now, but I'm just going to do what I do. So,
why would you say that? Excuse me though, why would you say that? You just wished that yesterday, and then on the one hand you go, I wish I had to find this, and then the next thing you go, but it's a really bad time for me. Like
no, Pat, do you know the Patterns app?
Yes.
Yes, the Patterns app is saying it's a bad time for me, but I'm just gonna do what I want anyways. It was a joke.
Okay, I like that. That makes sense.
I like dating apps every now and then to like stimulate that energy. Sometimes I get really lazy with dating. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to be with myself. And so it kind of puts me out there. And so I had this little game where like I'll pick one or two people to like give my number to and be active in conversation. And most of them I don't even meet. But then I delete the app and I feel like flirty and cute and sexy and I'm like ready to go out there again. And so I like it for that. It's like a little activation game. But it's also easy to like see humans as just like pictures on screens and not see humans as humans anymore and just like flick, 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 flick. And I don't like that. And I can get into that habit every now and then. So now I'm a little strict with myself. I'm like, all right, you match with a few people, you get the fuck off.
Okay. Yeah. And are you talking to them?
Right now?
Yeah. Is it different now that you're in quarantine?
Well, there's a lot of emotions involved, like people are going through a lot of fluctuations. So there was this one boy that's really cute and we're video chatting every night for like 2 weeks. And then he kind of just like jumped off the grid because this is hard. This is a hard time. And there's like, it's not like fun and light and flirty as it used to be. It's like, how are you feeling today? How are you dealing with this today? And these people that you haven't even met. And then like the only way of connection is through like video chatting or talking on the phone or sending photos. And then you ask that question, like, I don't know you, but how are you really feeling? Like, let's get vulnerable because we have to hold space for each other. It's a hard time collectively. So that's dating nowadays is like getting real.
Which I was going to say, by the way, potentially more opportunity to find your person and weeding out the ones that aren't right away.
Yeah, true.
And be able to get to know each other quicker, no?
That's true. Yeah, it's ample opportunity. But like, fear definitely brings up blocks for people. It's like people like you, me, Jamie, yeah, we're like maybe more open than ever. We're like, oh, this is a grand opportunity to like open your heart and meet people and do all these things and da. But like, there's a lot of people that are really diving into the fear and fear can just like just provide a wall and make that person emotionally unavailable. So I don't really know if it's a good time or a bad time to date. I'm not really sure. It's just a time. It's just a time. And I think that it's all situational and it's all flow. Like, feels good, do it. This is definitely a time to not have expectations.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about expectations. Expectations is about